Good evening, and welcome to this ceremony for the uniting in marriage of Evan Renee King and Brian Kilgore Hiatt. When I was asked to officiate this wedding, I asked the bride and groom to look at vows online and send me what they would like me to speak today. I imagined them looking over myriads of online scripts that would lead them to reflect on their current relationship and where they would like to be headed as a married couple. Following is the ceremony they chose to convey to each other and those of you here today to witness for them this divine act of commitment. I encourage each of you to listen deeply to the words and emotion these two have carefully chosen to share with us today. Today is a celebration of love, of commitment, of friendship, of family, and of two people who are in it for forever. You don't have to have a ceremony to have a marriage. And when you think about it, the whole thing is kind of weird, right? You're standing on a stage, looking fancy, holding flowers, and being stared at by pretty much everyone who has meant anything to you in the past 20-something years. So why do we do it? The marriage ceremony has been an important feature across nearly every culture, religion, generation, and society. We have thousands of important moments that happen throughout our lives, but this one is regarded as one so critical we acknowledge its special status by sharing it with others. Why this moment? Because despite all of our differences, love is what we all share. It's the great unifier, our one universal truth, that no matter who we are, where we've come from, what we believe, we know this one thing: love is what we're doing right. That's why you both are standing here. That's why all of you are here to watch them stand up here. We have all loved in our lifetime, and in this moment, we're reminded that the ability to love is the very best part of humanity. All of us here today have our own love stories. Some are short, others long. Some are yet unwritten, while others just getting started to the good part. There are chapters in all of our stories that are sad or disappointing, and others that are exciting and full of adventure. This love story started out just over 5 years ago. She a swimmer, and he a lifeguard, always looking out for her. While slowly building a friendship together, there was something about her that he couldn't get off of his mind. The way she smiled, maybe, or maybe the way she made him feel about himself. There was something about him that drew her closer and closer. So what started out as a friendship happily morphed into a deep understanding and love for one another. And that brings them here. A time to pause, look back, and smile at all the moments that brought them here. And a time to look ahead at all the moments that are still to come. I'm here, and we're all here, because we want those moments for you. We're here to hope with you, to support you, to be proud of you, and to remind you that love isn't happily ever after. Love is the experience of writing your story. It's not one moment, not even this moment, it's every moment. Big ones like saying I love you, moving in together, getting engaged, but mostly a million little ones that come in between the big moments. Falling asleep next to each other, making dinner together, spending holidays with your families, binge watching Netflix shows, and getting a big hug when you get home from work. These everyday moments fuse together into one big experience. And even though this experience is so incredible, words fail us when we try to explain it. That's just the way it is with love. It's meant to be felt, not described. Yet, trying to describe love is one of our favorite pastimes. We use the words we have to write stories and poems and songs about love. And even though we describe love in different ways, and even though love can look different from one person to the next, we all know it when we see it. And here we see it. So today we hear some words about what love is, coming from some of the people who love you the most. You fell in love by chance, but you're here today because you're making a choice. You are both choosing each other. You've chosen to be with someone who enhances you, who makes you think, makes you smile, and makes every day brighter. You're about to make promises to each other that you intend to keep. You're going to vow to take care of each other, to stand up for one another, and find happiness in each other. There's a simple premise to each of these promises. You are vowing to be there. You're teaming up and saying to the other, every experience I am going to have, I want you to be a part of. Ryan? Will you, Ryan, keep Evan as your favorite person? To laugh with her, go on adventures with her, support her through life's tough moments, be proud of her, grow old with her, and find new reasons to love her every day?
I will.
Will you, Evan, keep Ryan as your favorite person? To laugh with him, go on adventures with him, support him through life's tough moments, be proud of him, grow old with him, and find new reasons to love him every day? Will you, Ryan, and Evan be each other's partners from this day forward? Will you bring out the best in one another, share your happiness moments together, and love each other absolutely for the rest of this lifetime and for wherever what may come next?
Yeah.
Wings? You have both chosen to wear rings as a reminder of these promises. People often say wedding bands are a perfect circle, with no beginning and no end. But these rings did have a beginning. The stones were formed a long time ago deep within the earth. Eventually, a series of lucky events caused them to rise to the surface and someone to dig them up. Metal was then liquefied in a hot furnace, molded, cooled, and painstakingly polished. Something beautiful was made from raw elements. Love is like that. It comes from humble beginnings, and through a combination of serendipity and effort, imperfect beings shape it into something extraordinary. It's the process of making something beautiful where there was once nothing at all. As you look at these rings over the years, I hope you remember that. You've created something invaluable, and just as I know you'll protect these rings, I'm confident you'll protect the commitments you've made to one another today.
Sure. I swear it fits. There we go.
Well, Well, I hope I haven't talked so long that people finish their drinks, because this is a celebration, and every celebration needs a toast. So, to wrap this up before we all head for delicious dinner and lots of dancing, I'll ask you all to raise your glasses to Ryan and Evan as we celebrate their love with this Gaelic blessing and Irish toast. May the roads rise with you, and the wind be always at your back. And may the Lord hold you in the hollow of his hand. May you know nothing but happiness from this day forward. And may you be in heaven a full half hour before the devil knows you're dead. And